Hey guys, Planetoxia here again, and I'm bringing you Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And today we are doing Sky Chase Zone, which is a nice little breather from the disaster that is Metropolis Zone. And not really anything happens here. You don't do like conventional platforming, it's just like survive an auto scroller and that's it. And it's not really much to survive since, you know, the enemies are for the most part slow. And the only ones being those guys. I forget what their name is, but yeah. But you don't really have much to worry about. I mean, these guys are just slow and kind of pathetic. The only reason you can get hurt is if you're trying to be a little impatient and you try to... No. Yeah, like that. That's like the only way... I don't know where that guy went. That's the only way you can really get hurt. I can't hear music as I'm playing because I disable the music so that I can replace it later with like some remixes. But I know what song I'm going to be using, and it's such a good song. It's like a smooth jazzy remix of Sky Chase Zone. It sounds so good. It's like rainbows pouring out of my ears, and it was... Oh, this is foreshadowing to the next zone, which I will be adding, because if it's just Sky Chase Zone, it's going to be a little short. Oh. Oh. Those guys came in a little fast. There's no real need for like supersonic in this stage, so yeah. Although, what the heck, we can try. You can't actually hit that guy like at all. It's impossible as far as I'm aware. Unless you somehow outrun Tails' plane, which you can do if you spin dash fast enough. But you can fall to your death, so why would you want to do that? And there's no checkpoints in this area, so... And it's already over. Just like 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Now we're on to Wing Fortress Zone. Wait, what? I wasn't running. Oops. This zone makes me nervous because you're constantly over a bottomless pit. And there we go. Quick. I know two very useful shortcuts that can help you finish the level a lot faster. Anyways, we're gonna try and collect as many rings as we can so that we can get supersonic. Even though I don't want to activate them just yet. There we go, we got 50 rings. You want to jump up here, and we have a shield. Now, a lot of people know about the whole fan skip over there, but, you know, to get there you have to traverse over a bottomless pit. But here's a shortcut. If you jump up, boom. You essentially don't have to go over the bottomless pit, and yeah. And then, here's the fan. So that was shortcut number 1, here's shortcut number 2. You can skip it if you have the shield, like, you'll lose the shield, but you won't lose your rings. And then, yeah. Or you can be supersonic and be invincible. The one problem with this remastered is that those platforms are sometimes glitched. Like, not all of them will appear. Like, some will be closed. Hopefully that doesn't happen with us right now. Okay. So, in the Sonic 2 iOS or Android version, whichever you're using, they're both practically the same. I recommend jumping on those little elevators for a little while, so that you can make sure that all the platforms do extend, because I have died so many times to the platforms not being extended, because I think you're not supposed to be there that fast. Anyways, we're already at the boss, in about 2 minutes, almost 2 minutes in. And since we have supersonic, we can just wreck the boss. Anyways, well, we'll let it do its thing. What you're supposed to do is jump on these platforms, which do have spikes on the bottom, which will get you hurt. And then you hit it. And run, Eggman, run. Because, yeah. Anyways, extra life. And here we go. In the original, if you're supersonic, the cutscene plays out, but since you're supersonic, Sonic's, you know, regular sprite, it's yellow. But he doesn't look like supersonic. He looks like regular Sonic, but yellow. But in the iOS remastered, like the phone remastered version, Christian Whitehead and Stealth, they've changed it to where Sonic automatically depowers and turns into regular Sonic, which is pretty cool. It was we're riding a rocket into outer space. Yeah, I always thought this part was pretty cool when I was little. And almost there. Almost there. Getting closer. And space. He can breathe in space, but how come he can't breathe underwater? Anyways, plus it looks like we're going into a space station of sorts. And we're in the Death Egg. You know what? I'm gonna include this. You know what? One final go. We're gonna wreck up Metal Sonic. We're gonna spin dash right there. Make sure we don't get hit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spin dash and done. Pathetic. You call yourself a Sonic. Anyways. You can never catch Eggman. Poor Eggman. Anyways. If you stand back here, you can get a few shots in, but you have to be careful with exhaust because exhaust will hurt you. That was a little close. You can get like 4 shots in. Boom. There we go. Except the next, if you try that again, Eggman will throw little bombs at you, which will prevent you from hitting him. And run. And then run back. Boom. Let him auto aim. He lands. Right here, he'll walk towards you. I never attack him when he's walking, even though I know it's possible, but I always die to the spike. So I usually just wait for him to go back into his normal position. He's gonna auto aim again. I think one more hit should do it, maybe. This boss is pathetically easy in the Generations version. For one, you have rings. And there we go. That's it for the Death Egg, and that's it for Sonic the Hedgehog 2. No, low battery. It ruined the immersion. Anyways. And that's the finale of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. that is it for Sonic the Hedgehog 2. That is the ending, and we get a little. This is something added into the iOS version, which wasn't in the present in the first version. They went ahead and added a little cutscene of like the death egg crashing to Angel Island, and you can see little eyes in the bush, and those eyes belong to none other than Knuckles the Echidna. And that I like that little Easter egg, but sadly that does not confirm that there is a Sonic 3 iOS. Like it's in production. Like they made a demo of it, prototype, but Sega hasn't given them the go ahead. So hopefully, eventually, it will happen. Anyways, next time you see Sonic the Hedgehog 2, it's going to be an extras video where I'm going to be showing off the 2-player versus and some other extra little extras in there. So I'll see you guys then.